Psst. We're going code red! Hi again, ECWA fans. John Germain Esquire here with you for another episode of ECWA Code Red. Now, as you've probably figured out by now, we are talking about all four of the men who on June 7th will compete for the ECWA Heavyweight Championship. We've talked about the Napalm Bomb. We've talked about Breaker Morant. This week, Ricky Martinez, a man who, like Breaker Morant, knows December 1st, 2012 intimately. Black Saturday, as it's known in the ECWA. Because while we all remember what happened at the end of the night with the Blackhearts forming, becoming stronger, a little history also took place earlier in the night. You see, Ricky Martinez had a match against Mr. Ooh La La, who had overcome the odds to become the Mid-Atlantic champion. But Ricky Martinez, not far removed from being freed from the Magnum Modeling Agency, coming out of a tag team with Danny E, he would get his chance to claim that title as his own. And the youngster seized the opportunity. So on this week's program, our first look at Ricky Martinez will be back to that night when he claimed the Mid-Atlantic title. Now, a lot of us thought, okay, he's got it. How long will he have it? He had it a full year, until December of 2013 to be exact, when Chris Wilde beat him for that belt. And we'll get to that at the end of the night. But in the middle, we will show you some of the highlights of Ricky Martinez between there and here. Specifically, a little reminder of the fact that this year, he was in the Super 8, and he won a match. So, with all of that behind him, Ricky Martinez will go into June 7th with a chance to have been a Mid-Atlantic champion and become your new heavyweight champion. Will he capitalize? We'll find out together. But let's go back and see how he last overcame the obstacle of beating a champion, beating Mr. Ooh La La to win the Mid-Atlantic title. A successful mounting into the ring by Mr. Ooh La La. He has gotten very good at that since winning the Mid-Atlantic title, Mr. Chico, who, by the way, rejoins us in the commentary position. Battered, bruised, a little worse for wear. You've had better nights.
Can you not talk so loud? My head is pounding.
Well, here we go. The Mid-Atlantic title on the line, as it will be Ricky the Model Martinez trying to take the gold from Mr. Ooh La La, who's been on a bit of a hot streak here lately since capturing the gold.
Well, not for nothing, but Ricky the Model Martinez has been crawling his way up the ranks of the ECWA. He's finally getting this fair shot, absolutely fair shot, at Mr. Ooh La La for that Mid-Atlantic Championship.
Well, right now it's Mr. Ooh La La in control, tossing the Model Martinez to the outside. And
then again, I don't know how fair that shot is when Coach Jim Shorts' whistle is really distracting, and right now it's really giving me a migraine.
You see Ricky Martinez trying to regather himself, and he does on the outside. Mr. Ooh La La's distracted.
See, that's Ooh La La's problem. He's being distracted. He should be paying attention to that talented man in the middle of the ring.
Knocks Magnum off, but Martinez gets him up. Could this be? Would this be? Might this be?
It isn't.
But I built it up so much. Schoolboy, 2. Martinez kicking out at 2.
I don't know if you noticed that, but Mr. Ooh La La cheated a little bit there.
I did notice that. I did notice he got some of the tights. And now Mr. Ooh La La slithering to the floor after being sent shoulder first into the steel ring post.
What's going on over there?
Is that what?
That's
You are nothing but a psychotic trash bag. I never asked for you. I never needed you out here. You're washed up. You're nothing. You're useless. Nobody wants you. Look at me. Nobody wants you. I don't want you. So do me a favor and stay the heck out of me.
DDT, as we're back here with you at Chaos, Pandemonium, a cover, a 2, a 3.
we have a new champion.
We'll wait for the announcement, and we're going to hit the reset button on what we just saw. But the celebration in full force for the Magnum Modeling Agency.
In 6 minutes and 52 seconds, your winner and new ECWA Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion, Ricky the Model Martinez.
I think that was all a ruse.
A clever, cunning ruse, it appears, has been perpetrated. An unbelievable ruse, chicanery at its finest by the Magnum Modeling Agency.
I mean, there was a low blow there. I don't know if you saw that. Kerry Klein low blowed Mr. Ooh La La.
Well, just so much happening there. We'll hit the reset quickly. Kerry got on the microphone, ranting, raving. Ricky Martinez dressed her down. We thought he might be the distracted party, but it turns around, and it's Mr. Ooh La La who gets distracted. Well, there you have it. Ricky the Model Martinez overcame Monsieur Ooh La La like Monsieur Ooh La La overcomes stairs to get into the ring. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. But in this example, Ricky the Model Martinez did, and his prize was the Mid-Atlantic Championship, a belt he held for a calendar year. We'll get to that at the end of the show, but coming up next, we will revisit recent history, his win in the 2014 Super 8 tournament of his quarterfinal match. We'll see that on the other side of this break. Stay tuned. Code Red coming back at you.
Listen up, employers. Veterans can be a great asset to your company or organization. Veterans have gained skills in leadership, teamwork, and performance under pressure. Veterans have received the very best training in their fields and are never afraid to tackle a tough situation to accomplish the mission. If you are looking to hire a veteran, the Department of Labor can help you make it happen. You hire a veteran today, you won't be sorry.
Hi, I'm Ashley. Welcome to another Food for Thought from the Delaware Department of Agriculture. Ever wondered where honey comes from? Sure, most of us know it comes from honeybees, but how? And have you really thought about how many bees it takes to produce just one simple drop of the sweet tasting confection? Bees are raised in hives, usually by the tens of thousands. In fact, one colony often consists between 20,000 and 60,000 honeybees. all working to satisfy one queen. They produce honey we pour over our pancakes or spread on our sandwiches, but they also pollinate many other crops that we enjoy in Delaware, like the sweet corn, squash, and cucumbers. We all know that honey is sweet tasting, but did you also know that it's good for you? It's even been used to heal many common ailments throughout history, and some people use it on everyday cuts and bruises. Here in Delaware, beekeepers throughout the state contribute to nearly 1 million tons of honey that is produced worldwide each year. Honey is produced by bees as a food source. They collect nectar from nearby flowering plants, bring it back to the hive, and then digest it to produce honey. Honey is also a miracle food. Because of its unique chemical composition, you can literally store it forever. So put away a bottle today and enjoy with your children or your grandchildren many years down the road. So be smart. Enjoy some Delaware-grown honey today with your parents and your friends. Delaware-grown honey, more food for thought from the Delaware Department of Agriculture.
Oh, I was waiting for you to say something, but since you haven't, I'll start again. I'm John Germain Esquire, this is still Code Red, and we're still talking about Ricky the Model Martinez, a man who knows a thing or two about overcoming guys who have a tendency to beat you with the mental part of the game, not just the physical. See, we just saw how he won the Mid-Atlantic Championship from Monsieur L.L.C, a man who, no matter what you think of him, has the ability to get inside your head, between the ears, and get you out of your game and beat you. Much like the quarterfinal opponent that Ricky Martinez faced in this year's Super 8, Oliver Grimsley, the king of the Midway, the ringmaster of the Dark Carnival. He's just as much about the psychoses within the squared circle as Monsieur Ooh-La-La, maybe even a little more. But you have to imagine, Ricky's experience in beating one man who relies on the mental edge certainly helped him to overcome another in this year's Super 8 tournament. So without further ado, let's take you back to that quarterfinal match and Ricky Martinez's win in the Super 8 tournament. Martinez using the 5 count. Grimsley fighting back. But Martinez now really applying that size advantage. And he catapults the left shoulder of Grimsley into that steel ring post. It's incredible how much brighter this place is with that 4th light. Set of KCs right on our desk here. Be all good. Suplex. Martinez keeps hold. Makes it 2. Can he get to 3? Yes, sir! Floats over, cover, 2! Kick out by Grimsley at 2. Grimsley trying to get back to his feet, as it has been all Martinez in the middle stanzas of this match. Whip. And another. Wants to take him, I think, to the corner. Might be the Oklahoma slam. No, just a straight power slam. Cover. Lackadaisical. And he even walked out of it. He actually relented the cover of his own volition. You'd think, given the stakes of this tournament, Ricky Martinez would have put the showboating away for a night.
Yeah, you don't want to play in a tournament like that.
And he takes too long off the middle rope. And Grimsley rolls out of the way. Can Grimsley get the upper hand? Ducks the right hand. Ducks again. Fires again. And another.
This is when a good offense is some sort of defense.
Nice head scissor takedown. Any offense at this point from Grimsley. Standing Huracan Rana. Off the ropes. Wheelbarrow. Bulldog. Could that be it? Cover. 2. No, sir. 2 points. Wow, your mental stopwatch is very active. little jealous.
Say again?
Your mental stopwatch.
Ah,
Apparently the rest of your mind, not so much.
it went all to the stopwatch. Reserve battery power.
Trying for those double underhooks from the back is Grimsley. Martinez, though, fires him off face first into the top turnbuckle. On an alarm blower, no sir, nobody home. Grimsley again.
The size advantage there. That was a little tough for Grimsley to pull off.
Ricky goes behind. Nice German suplex. Cover. 2.
Both those shoulders.
Yeah, that size advantage, especially when it's a 50-50 sort of thing, collar and elbow, knuckle lock, they're fighting the double underhooks. Martinez has a clear advantage, and it has borne itself out in this matchup.
Grimsley's looking worse for wear.
Nice back elbow running into the corner from Martinez. But an answer from Grimsley. 2 knees to the chest, and a step up Enziguri.
Uh-oh. What are we going to see here?
619, no sir. And there it is.
There he called it.
Hooks the leg. That could do it. Yes, sir.
Wow.
The winner of the match, advancing to the semifinals, Ricky the Model Martinez.
ECWA's own Ricky. Going on.
So the homegrown's 1 for 2 tonight. Ricky Martinez has punched his ticket to the semifinal round of the Super 8 tournament. Look, give it to Oliver Grimsley. He got in the mind of Martinez early. Some very asymmetrical offense, different offense. Not enough, though. Well, and there you have it. The momentum-building win in the Super 8 tournament by Ricky Martinez. Now, yes, he did lose in the semifinals, but against excellent competition for which he put up an enormous fight. So you have to hand it to him. Whether or not you like Ricky Martinez, he put up one heck of an effort back in April, and he'll look to capitalize on it in June. But when we come back, we're going to go back in the Wayback Machine from April to December of 2013. The match with Chris Wilde. J.J. Dillon in Chris Wilde's corner. Career, title, all on the line. We'll show you that at the end of the program tonight. Stick around. You're watching Code Red.
I had my first cigarette at age 13, and at age 17 is when I really started smoking on a regular basis. And then in 2000 is when I found the little sore on the inside of my mouth, and it wouldn't go away. And on a routine dentist appointment, he saw it and he thought it looked suspicious, so he did a biopsy. Well, it came back as mouth cancer. So I had to go through radiation. And then in December is when we discovered the tumor in my larynx. The day of my surgery, I can remember smoking up to the front door of the hospital. That's how addicted I was. And I didn't know that I was so addicted until after I got out of the hospital. When I went home, I went to like, I went straight to my bedroom, picked up a cigarette, put it in my mouth, and lit it. And for the first time, I really looked at myself in a mirror. And I thought, Terry, what are you doing? You have a hole in your neck, and you're getting ready to use what did it to you. My advice to somebody who doesn't smoke, don't ever start. My advice to those who do smoke, please quit, or at least try.
And welcome back in one final time to ECWA Code Red. I am John Germain Esquire. Now at the close of tonight's program, we're going to show you moments from the match in December 2013. The Mid-Atlantic title on the line, still possessed by Ricky Martinez. But Chris Wilde wanted that title so bad he put his career on the line. We'll see those two men in action. But before we get there, let's just spend a moment. Think about Ricky Martinez's chances on June 7th. Now, he's coming off that year-long title reign. He lost the belt. Happens to the best of them. He came back, though. He recovered. He got some wins under his belt, most notably over the Greek god Papadon to secure his spot in the four-man match on June 7th, irrespective of the circumstances which led to him getting that victory, which we all know involved a chair shot before the show. That's nitpicking. The point is, the ends justified the means, and now we'll see if the means can get him to the ends of being the next heavyweight champion around these parts. He's used to the pressure of title matches. He's used to high-end competition. Ricky Martinez has a lot going for him. The one thing he doesn't is that he doesn't have to be pinned or submitted to lose the title, much like he would have been and was against Chris Wilde back in December of 2013. So he's got to worry not only about himself, but other men who could lose as well and cost him that belt. Can he do it? Will he do it? We'll find out together. But my sense is he's got a puncher's chance, a fighter's chance, because he's been in these spots before, and that's what matters most in the chaos of a heavyweight title tilt. So hey, next week, we'll talk about Chris Wilde, but we're also going to talk about him in mere moments when we show you the video. Until then, for tickets and information, ECWAProWrestling.com. For more on this little outfit that brings you Code Red, POD Productions, PridesProductions.com. Facebook, box thing, you know how to use it. So until next week, I am John Germain Esquire for everybody at the ECWA and POD, and we leave you this week with moments from the Mid-Atlantic title match between Ricky Martinez and Chris Wilde. Enjoy.
You know, what I see in Ricky the Model Martinez is a lot of, ravishing Rick Rude. The very, extremely talented in the ring. He's got a great physique, but his ego and his narcissism is what may be, what may do him in. Because if he loses focus for even the shortest amount of time in the ring with Chris Wilde, it means the end of his reign.
Well, and keep in mind, too, with Chris Wilde, he uses that super kick to perfection. It's a move that can come out of nowhere. Here he goes! Bowling ball crashing headlong into the torso of Ricky Martinez. Could this be our first real pinning predicament?
Or will this be,
to the lower abdominals, cover, 2 count only.
Now I did only think one thing, seeing J.J. Dillon on the outside of the ring, and then one man on his back, and then the other man coming over and grabbing both legs. You only really think one thing is going to happen from that point.
Absolutely. And you'll notice, too, on the right hip of the tights of Chris Wilde tonight, you see it in many of the shots, the 4H, the 4 horsemen. I mean, it's high praise from J.J. Dillon to allow Chris Wilde to wear the fabled marks in a huge modified Death Valley driver. He rolled through, hooks the far leg. Could it be? Renee Michelle interjects herself.
And she didn't even hit Chris Wilde. She looked like she clawed the eyes of referee Mike Keener. He didn't even see what happened. He got blindsided.
He may be incapacitated visually. We'll have to find out if he can continue as the official. And wait, Ricky Martinez! What in the hell is he? He just drop-kicked an official. He just drop-kicked Mike Keener. Mike Keener is out cold. Big suplex from Wilde. That might be enough. 1, 2, 3. That would have been it. That would have been it, but Mike Keener's out cold.
Now, considering this is a title versus career match, if referee Mike Keener gets up and decides, you know what, I'm going to disqualify Ricky the Model Martinez, not only does Chris Wilde not win the belt because it's disqualification, what happens to the stipulation there?
Oh, my God. I don't even know what that was. He had a full Nelson and sat him out, and now Martinez, 1, 2, 3. Martinez's own ploy has worked against him.
And now Renee Michelle is calling for a referee. Meanwhile, she's the first reason why the referee is incapacitated in the first place.
It has broken down rapidly in Newark, Delaware tonight. One referee laid out. And now, wait a minute, Ricky Martinez. Why is he even going after J.J. Dillon? What is he even doing? Oh, and Dillon, did you see that? The bull rope. The cowbell.
And J.J. Dillon not even cowering. He's like, you know what? You want to hit me? Hit me. That's fine.
Because J.J. Dillon knows there's a surprise inside every ring. Bang! Cowbell to the old Cabeza, but again, and that, wait a minute, Phil Sly! Are you kidding? Are you kidding? He stopped the count!
And you know what? You do a damn good job of running with that neck brace around your neck.
Oh, wait a minute, though. You know what? He's seen the bull rope. He's seen the cowbell. I'm going to be honest, and it's going to pain me. Did he stop the count because he saw that the foreign object had been used?
I don't know. I don't know if he deliberately stopped the count or if he saw. I think he's telling J.J. Dillon he may be aware that he.
Oh, God! Chris Wilde super kicks Phil Sly!
And if he didn't have a problem with his neck before, he sure as hell will now.
So long, farewell, Alvita saying good riddance, Phil Sly. And a low blow from Ricky Martinez. So much at stake and so much has gone so terribly wrong for so many. 2 referees down.
And Martinez now.
Wild though, crashing in. Up to the middle rope now, working over Martinez.
What is Renee doing?
Huracan Rana from the top. And Wild is fired up, but there's no one here to count a pinfall.
Referee Mike Keener looks like he's coming too, but he looks like he's still in a lot of pain. There's no guarantee that he's going to be ready if there's an attempt at a cover.
Swanton! Swanton by Wild. 1, 2, 3, 76. This should have been over. Is there a referee who's
Mike
not
Keener now. 1, 2. No, only 2.